day, everyone. We are the Group 1. We are going to present the culture from our personal experience from the past to future. Let's go! The Philippines is widely known for its rich history and culture. Since then, we Filipinos have embraced what has been passed down to us by our ancestors as we keep them alive in every possible way. One of those things in the Philippines' rich transportation heritage that has become a part of our country's trademark here and abroad. When it comes to the mode of transportation in the Philippines, presently it has been a mix of both and old and new. Philippine transportation today, of course, has made several improvements which have now become more and more adaptable to the modern infrastructures and technical innovations. Thus, this allows daily travelers or commuters to weigh in modes of transportation that will suit either their needs for convenience, comfort, and affordability. Before we dive into the present, let us first take a quick look back on the past modes of transportation in the Philippines. Here are some of the most notable modes of transportation in the Philippines. First is the horse carriage or the kalesa. This mode of transportation has been used in the country for several centuries already. Kalesas today are still built similarity as it was before, with the two-wheel carriage wrapped into the horse, usually enough to carry pound of 3 to 5 persons. Next is the Carabao carriage or the balsa. We all know that the carabao is considered to be the country's national animal, but did you know that it has also been used to move people before? Similar to the Kalesa, Carabao carriages also have a two-wheel carriage that is used to transport people and goods in the country in the early 20th century. However, Carabao carriages today are no longer present in the cities as they are only being used primarily in areas where paved roads are still in the works. Next are the jeepneys. These jeepneys soon rose to dominance on the Philippine roads, with some still offering the same route as they did when they first started running. Although it has been almost a century since it became the trademark of transportation in the Philippines, innovations and improvements are still being done to preserve or reserve commuters who heavily rely on jeepneys. Now that we have had our quick visit to the past, it is time that we now indulge the present. As we have mentioned before, the mode of transportation today is a mix of both old and new. Ever since the introduction motorized vehicles, there has now been wide range of choices that people both in the city and provinces can choose from it when comes the transportation. Here are the following examples of the most notable and major modes of transportation in the Philippines today. First are the buses. Public buses are usually used for a city-to-city routes and city-to-provincial area routes and vice versa. Today, buses are well known to be present on the country's national highways. For example, the EDSA, where a lane is designated for a bus used only and most of the major bus operators and terminals can be found. Next are the jeepneys or the modernized jeepneys. As the country continues to progress and adopt to more technical innovations to make transportation more efficient and convenient, modernized jeepneys were introduced. These jeepneys are known to cater to more passengers in the air-conditioned vehicle that also travels the same route that other jeepneys do. Next is the airplane. If you're thinking about the quickest way of going from major cities to popular tourist destinations all over the country, then definitely going via airplane or taking a domestic flight would be your way to go. In the Philippines, there are more than 40 local airports with airline connections as well as 40 local small airports for charter and general aviation.
Hello, my name is Anthony Concelo, and for this video, it is about the involvement of culture, specifically in English. So, since it is based on experience, I'm gonna use our dialect, which is Cebuano instead of Filipino, which is English. I mean Tagalog. So I'm gonna give some examples in our dialect on how does it works before or in the past. So come on, let's go. Maria, maputli nga dalaga. Akong kinabuhi nga sayop, gibungkag sa imong kahayag nga gugma. Maria, ani ako karon. Ang batanon nga andam mo uma sa malapad mong basakan. Ug andam mo kagud sa imong lubi. So those are the examples of sa una nga language, no. So as we notice na dako na jud ang nausab, unlike karon present na tanay mga changes jud, like nasa tigitaw ka kanang kunyo bitaw, like pare, I wanna hang out tonight, are you free ba? Ana niya sa it changes good, also sa kanang LGBT nga nasad sila yung mga word, they have some their own words na sila ra say maka understand. So so culture changes good. So that would be all. Thank you.
The languages spoken in the Philippines have evolved over time, reflecting the country's rich history and cultural diversity. In the past, Philippines was influenced by various colonizers, such as Spain and the United States, which is greatly impacted the language landscape. Spanish was the official language during the Spanish colonial period, resulting in the incorporation of many Spanish loanwords into Filipino language. However, the American colonization in the early 20th century, English became a medium of instruction in schools and the language of the government and the businesses. Today, the Philippines has two official languages, Filipino, which is based on Tagalog, and English. Filipino is the national language and serves as a unified language among the diverse ethnic groups in the country. English, on the other hand, is widely spoken and is considered as a second language of many Filipinos.
Hello everyone, I am Jershine Cañete and I'm here to talk about the past and present about foods. So, we all know that food is an essential part of our life, especially as Filipinos, that the number one important was the rice. So, its history and evolution tell us much about the cultures that have shaped it. So, it means that the changes in the human foods are influenced by a combination of historical, cultural, economic, and technological factors. So, see you next! So, now we will talk about in the past. So, in the past, like in the early 90s, the majorities of meal were prepared freshly from raw ingredients, but today, even home-cooked meals may feature pre-made bread, sauces, or other ingredients. So before, they just do hunting just to get foods. Also, they just have bread, potatoes, cabbage, beans, and various kinds of cereal or the base of local cuisines. So also, there are usually only one dish per meal on the table on regular days. So nowadays, we witness the rise of convenience foods, fast food, and globalized cuisines. It's also because of the advance of technologies we use to easy make foods, where the food processing technologies have led to the creation of a wide range of convenience foods, from packaged snacks to ready-to-eat meals. Because of advance in preservation methods such as canning and freezing contribute to longer shelf lives. Like for this example, we can easily cook rice by using the rice cooker. That's because the part of the advance of technologies.
Technology has developed in leaps and bounds, and we've been seeing changes occur that we couldn't have even imagined back at the turn of the millennium. Take a look below at our review of the most dramatic changes that technology has undergone in the past 2 decades. Culture has evolved significantly over the years. In the past, technology was limited, with landline phones and bulky computers being the norm. However, the present technology has transformed the way we live, work, and communicate. The advent of smartphones and social media platforms has revolutionized the way we connect with others. Today, we can instantly share our thoughts, photos, and videos with people all over the world. This has led to the rise of influencer culture where individuals gain fame and influence through their online presence. Additionally, streaming platforms like Netflix and Spotify have changed the way we consume entertainment, allowing us to access a vast library of movies, TV shows, and music at our fingertips. The evolution of culture has also been influenced by the increasing emphasis on diversity and inclusion. People are now more aware of social issues and are actively working towards creating a more inclusive society. This can be seen in the rise of movements like and Black Lives Matter, which have sparked important conversations and brought about positive change. Furthermore, the fashion industry has also evolved with sustainability and ethnical fashion gaining popularity. People are now more conscious of the environmental impact of their clothing choices and are opting for brands that prioritize sustainability. The evolution of culture based on my personal experience from present technology has been marked by advancements in communication, entertainment, social awareness, and fashion choices. What is an example of a current technology? Cell phones. Cell phones are a modern improvement over the telephone. With a cell phone, people have the ability to call other phones and have a conversation with people across the world. So, what is technology? Whether it's practical, like washing machines, tumble dryers, refrigerators, cars, flooring materials, windows, or door handles, or for leisure, like televisions, Blu-ray players, games, consoles, reclining chairs, or toys. All these things are examples of technology.
So, technology. In the past, if you want to store something, you need a floppy disk. Floppy disk is almost the size of a notebook, but it's thin as a plywood. Next is books. Books, as the name implies, it is where the knowledge dwells. Then, Ford Model T. It is a vehicle that is a first consumer use. They introduced it in 1908.